on him.
Okay. All right, bud. Okay, is he gonna wear your glasses or not?
No.
No.
Because it doesn't fit. It's too big.
Okay. Well, I don't know about me doing a video with two long nose, but we're gonna try.
Are you gonna erase the muscle?
The muscle cat? Yeah, we can erase the muscle cat.
And I don't know why my little brother draw me and him pooping
Whoops.
on the back.
Whoops. Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and erase all this. Okay. All right, Donald, you ready to tell a story? Okay. All right. Do I have to? Yes, you have to. Oh, all right. All right. Okay. Now, okay, sweetie. So we've got a word bank. Okay. All right, let me see. This marker work?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Well, are you going to help me take the cap off? Sure, I guess, if I have to tell the story. Okay. All right. Okay, so we've got a word bank here, sweetie.
I'm wearing my brown glasses.
Very cool. I like your glasses. Okay, so let's put our word bank over here. So we've got to keep up. Okay. Let's see. We also have he tried. Okay. The others. And with. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. I should have taken something for my allergies. I didn't think they were going to be quite this bad. Okay. All right. It says, each morning the mother duck and her ducklings went down the pond. What? This is a story about a mother duck and her ducklings? Yes, it's a story about that. Well, okay, go on. The ugly duckling listened to his mother. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see all the words from the brackets below. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So we have to put a sentence. Okay. From this. So to keep up, he tried, the others with. What sentence could we make with these words? You look really cool in those glasses. Okay, I'm just saying. All right. To keep up, he tried the others. You want me?
He tried to keep up with the others.
Good. He tried to keep up with the others. Now, before we go on, what kind of story is this? Is it fiction or nonfiction? Well, what do you mean by that? What do you mean nonfiction and nonfiction? Well, Donald, okay? Nonfiction is stuff that happens in real life, okay? Like you see real ducks, okay? But fiction is, do ducks really talk? Okay, so what do you think? Nonfiction or fiction? Fiction.
Fiction.
Fiction. So this story is fiction. My word. I'm going to go through all your napkins before the day is done, I think. Because my nose keeps running. Okay. All right. Okay, the animals at the pond laughed when the ugly duckling wanted to play. Ha 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 ha. All right. Okay. This one is so big and clumsy, said the frog. No one wants him here, said a fish. He's the ugliest duckling everyone has ever seen, said the goose. What? They called him ugly? That makes me really mad. All right. I know, right? Okay. He's doing no harm, his mother cried. Leave him alone. Okay. Let me see if I can turn this page. Okay. All right. I'm going to have to put you down, dude, so I can turn the page. Okay? All right. Soon, even the ugly duckling's brothers and sisters didn't want to play with him. They began to nip at his wings and snap his long gray feathered neck. The ugly duckling was so unhappy he decided to leave the pond. He flapped his wings and flew away to a marsh where the wild ducks lived. The ugly duckling swam and dove by himself, carefully avoiding the other creatures for fear of being teased. Okay, what did the ugly duckling brothers and sisters begin to do with him? They began to what, sweetie? They began to blank at his wings and blank at his neck. Okay, so what did they begin to do? Let me write that up there. Do you remember what they began to do to his wings and his neck? They began to Okay, it's another word for bite. It starts with an N. Only 3 letters. Okay, you may not have heard this word. Nip. Okay, when you nip at something, you kind of bite at something. So if a dog nips at you, he kind of bites, okay? Kind of short nip, short bite. So nip. Okay, they began to nip at his wings and they also began to blank at his long feather neck. They start going. Okay, another word for bite. Okay. Snap. Snap. All right. So we've got 2 words that mean bite. So those all mean bite. Nip, snap. Those are those kinds of words. Okay. What did the ugly duckling do? The ugly duckling blinked away to a what? That sense. he began to Alright, so the ugly duckling blinked away to a what? Okay, so his brothers and sisters are nipping, snapping, biting at him. So what did the ugly duckling do?
Fly away to a
Okay, so he ran. Okay. So did he run away to the desert? Okay. So do you think he ran away to some place where there had water? Because he is a duckling. Do you think he ran away to? Okay. So he ran away to what? A pond.
Pond.
Okay. All right. Sorry. This is going to be some video with me, with my allergies. Okay. All right. Okay.
My mom is gonna say, are you sick, Miss Pat?
I know. She's going to say, am I sick? No, it's just allergies. And it really...
We have 12 seconds.
Oh, okay. Are we almost done with the
No,
timer?
we have 12 minutes when we're doing it.
Okay. Oh, my word, Leo. I'm telling you. This is going to be a real fun video.
No, it isn't.
No, well, that's exactly right. It isn't. I meant it. Do you know what I mean by sarcasm? Sarcasm is saying something like, how can I explain it? Say you're doing something you really hate, okay? And you say something like this, oh, well, I'm having fun now. Okay, are you really having fun? Okay, that's being sarcastic. You're saying one thing, but you mean another thing, okay? So, this is what I mean by that. This is going to be a fun video. And you're right, it's not really, because why is it not going to be a fun video?
Because you're
Because
sneezing.
I'm sneezing. I'm sneezing all over the place. I don't know what I've got, or in the air, that would cause me to sneeze quite as much as I'm doing. Okay. All right. So it says, autumn came and the nights began to get chilly. One evening, as the ugly duckling sat shivering alone on the edge of the water. First of all, let's ask Donald a question. What do you think of this story, Donald? It's so sad. Oh, it's so sad. All right.
Because she's sneezing.
Well, no, it's because what's happening to the ugly duckling?
Getting some.
See, are his brothers and sisters treating him nice?
No.
Are his brothers and sisters bullying him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're bullying him. Okay. That's the reason why it's so sad. He's being bullied. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So, autumn came and the nights became chilly. One evening, as the ugly duckling sat shivering alone at the edge of the water, a flock of the most beautiful white ducks he had ever seen flew above him. The ugly duckling spread his wings and blinked. Okay. All right. So we've got to figure out another sentence. Okay. Okay, so here are your words that you have to make up a sentence. Wished. Let's see, what else? He, them, okay. Could, fly, oh, no, with, okay. All right, sweetie, go ahead and try to make up a sentence with these group of words. Okay, so we've got wished, he, them, could, with, fly.
I know how to spell it.
No, but come up with a sentence with using those words.
He wished,
You can use one of them twice. He wished he what?
he could fly with them.
Right. I guess I should have put two here to let you know you can use that word twice. Okay. So, he wished he could fly with them. Okay. All right. What would they say if they saw me coming near them? He wondered. I'm so ugly, those white ducks would just laugh at me. Okay, you're a white duck, Donald. Would you laugh at him? That would be really mean. You're absolutely right. It'd be really mean. Okay. All right. Okay. As winter approached, the ducklings swam in a circle to keep from freezing in the water. One morning, a young boy and his sister found the tired and weak duckling in the frozen water. Quickly, they took him home and placed him next to the fireplace. That winter, the duckling lived with a family. He grew strong and healthy, but the duckling always hid his face for fear of being teased by anyone who came near. What did the young boy and his sister find in the frozen water? Okay, all right. Make sure I got this right. They found okay. All right. So, what did the boy and his sister find in the frozen water? They found a tired. Okay, let's see. All right. He's been alone. The duck's been alone all this time. All right. Has he been able to find food, do you think? Especially in winter?
Mm.
Do you think he would be able to find much food in the winter?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So he's probably tired and weak. If you're not strong, you're what? You're
Weak.
Weak. Okay. All right. Let's talk about that. Okay. Before we had words like snap and nip and they all meant the word bite. Okay. These words, Leo, are called synonyms. Synonyms may be different words, but they mean the same thing. Okay. So snap, nip, all mean bite. Okay. Now to help you to figure out what weak was, I said, when you're not strong, you're weak. Okay. All right. So strong is an opposite word. Of weak. Okay. And we call opposite words antonyms. Okay. So if I say in, you say what? What's an opposite word of in? Out. Out. Okay. If I say hot, you say
Cold.
cold. It's an opposite word. It's an antonym. Okay. So words that have the same meaning are called synonyms. Words that have opposite meanings are called antonyms. Okay. All right. Now, what did the duckling do when anyone came near him? Okay. Okay, the duckling is when anyone came near. Okay. All right, Mr. Donald, we'll need you for this one. Okay. All right, Donald, what do you do when someone makes fun of you? Well, sometimes I try to fight them. I said, but what if you're not in the mood to fight them? What do you do? He says, well, sometimes I hide my head like this. Okay? So, what did the duckling do when anybody came near? The duckling
hide.
The duckling hid. Yeah, that was close. Yeah, hide, hid. Those are those synonyms. Okay, hid is what?
Hid his
Remember what Donald did?
head.
Hid his what?
Head.
He hid his head. Good job, Leo, for remembering. Okay. All right, so the duckling hid his head. Okay. All right, sweetie, how much more of the story do we have? About 2 more pages. Okay, all right. Okay, let me go ahead and erase this. Okay. All right, so let's look at this. Okay, my nose is still turned on. Okay, sweetie. All right, so we have to read this next part. Okay, you do have a group of words. Oh, excuse me. Pardon me. Okay. down. Okay, let's see, beautiful swans. Okay, and saw E. Okay, Leah. Oops. Phone's off. Okay, sweetie. Go ahead and try to make a sentence with that.
3 beautiful swans went down to the stream.
Why don't we, I'll give you a hint. Start with he.
He,
Let's try. He went down.
he went down to the stream and saw 3 beautiful swans.
I think that'll work. Okay. So he went down to the stream and saw 3 beautiful swans. Okay? All right. Okay, flying down and settling on the water. Oh, how they glided so gently in the water. The swans' fine wings and long necks moved gracefully. Seeing the beautiful birds made the ugly duckling even sadder. What do you think, Donald? Oh, that's so sad. All right. Okay. He turned to leave the pond, but the swans began to swim towards him. Ooh, why do you think the swans began to swim towards him? What do you think, Donald? Why did they swim towards him? Well, if they were going to make fun of him, I'm going to go beat them up. Okay. But what do you think? Why do you think they swam towards him? Can you make a prediction or a guess? Don't know? Okay, Donald, why do you think they swam towards him? Well, all right. Well, I think they were going to fight him because they thought that he was so ugly. That's your prediction? That's your guess? Uh-huh. And I'm sticking with it. All right. Okay.
I don't trust Donald.
You don't trust Donald? What do you think, Donald? Leo doesn't trust you. What? You don't trust me? I always tell the truth. Yeah, sure you do. All right. Okay. All right. Let's find out. The ugly duckling put his head down to hide his face. Okay. So remember, what do you do sometimes besides get mad? Sometimes you hide your face, right? Right. And as he did so, he saw himself in the water. He was no longer dull and gray. Instead, his feathers were as white as snow, and his neck had grown long and graceful. The ugly duckling had become a beautiful swan. Well, was your guess right? No, my prediction wasn't right. That's right, it wasn't. They weren't going to fight him, because what did he become? He became a beautiful swan. Yay! All right. All the swans came over to welcome him. The duckling who was once ugly had always been beautiful on the inside. Now he was beautiful on the outside too. Okay. When the duckling looked in the water, what did he see? He saw that his feathers were
White.
good. He saw his feathers were white, and that his neck was long and gray. Long and grace. You know that word? Graceful? Okay. Means pretty, graceful, in a pretty way. Okay. Who came over to welcome? The blank came over to blank him.
The three swans.
Okay, came over to what?
Came over him.
Came over to.
To.
Did they come over to beat him up? What do you think? I'll beat you up. Or did they come over to, well, welcome?
Welcome him.
Welcome him. Okay. All right. Okay. Oops.
I don't trust Donald again.
I don't trust him.
He's so crazy.
He is crazy. I forgot to put the U in beautiful, but all right. Yeah, he is crazy. So, sweetie, that's the end of that story. Okay, you like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now one more thing. This story had a lesson at the end of it. Okay. When a story has a lesson at the end of it, it's called a moral. Okay. And the moral of the story was, okay, he had been beautiful on the inside, even though he wasn't very pretty to look at that.
Pretty.
Yeah. Okay, the moral was he was beautiful. This time I'll remember to put the U. Beautiful on the inside. As well.
Donald is too crazy, so I don't trust him.
Yeah. As well as the outside. Okay, do you know what that means, sweetie, when you're beautiful on the inside?
No.
Okay. All right. Some people that are really pretty or handsome on the outside. Okay, let me blow my nose. Can act really mean. Okay.